wander to places beyond imaginings, far from the jungles of my youth. My knowledge has grown vast. The people, they think me banished, shunned to the end of my days. They say I defy the spirits, but I say no. I follow them. The spirits show me alone that the Skyfire is where the end begins. They say this must not be. I live to serve the spirits. So I go. There is none but me to answer the call.
The air is heavy with death. The fallen star is near. The spirits tell me, go, seek the cradle of the fallen star. And so, I am here.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming!
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates! You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace.
Death may be upon us all soon, but I shall do what I can to ease your pain.
Found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Don't you dare lift a finger.
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Wanna go? Oh, and
You didn't hear about it from me. Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
The dead, rising from their graves. This must be the end of the world.
Please, move your cart. I wish to pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
I will not. This town needs us both. Consider this fact carefully.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
You are Leah. The captain says you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but...
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
There is a deep sickness here, but it can be healed.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Welcome to the slaughtered calf inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
only Rumford came back. Back at that.
Us. We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was wrong.
How can I help to fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Their sacrifice saved their people. I will honor it.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Chaos everywhere, and word in town is that Lachdannen killed the king. If only this is true, perhaps our days and nights of living in terror are behind us now.
The spirits smile upon me. Need more time.
The mothers sleep once more.
Old Tristram. Diablo's evil lingers everywhere here. Not ready yet. My power grows vast.
For a long time, Uncle Decker... This is where Diablo... I don't know what...
Thank you for your help.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. You know it's not polite to go through other people's things, don't you?
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
As sad as it is for the girl, for all of us, Leah must accept that the old man is dead. No one's surviving what's out there.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
Needs more time.
Hidden cellar. Follow me.
This is a place of power. Your mother hid her secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton! Here's the key, and my mother's journal.
I will find Deckard Cain.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
How did Adria pass to the unformed land?
You mean how did she die? Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Another lost. This is Tristram Castle. The fallen star lies here. Here is where the fire fell from the sky. Strange magic comes from below.
My strike is true.
Please kill me. I don't want to change.
My name is Latdanan, and I am cursed. Once the captain of King the Oryx army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
I will aid you!
Stay back!
This cannot be opened yet.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Because you needed my help. Come, I must return you to Leah.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I have kept my word to Leah and rescued her Uncle Cain.
I pulled him from the clutches of the Skeleton King, who still holds the fallen star.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
I seek your wisdom. Tell me of the fallen star.
The prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard.
What does your uncle seek?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring...
Do you have knowledge of your mother?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul.
Leoric should be in the unformed land, yet he stands between me and the fallen star.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
I am the last of the Herodrim.
You cannot believe this.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime. If I can decipher it, we...
The bond between you and Leah is strong.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, but... the prophecy of the end days, it is a warning to those all-known versions of the
Leoric's madness was caused by Diablo?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but
After Leoric was the Skeleton King, what then?
He commanded an army of the dead. Many adventurers tried and failed to...
From the east. By the grace of the ancients.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I have some new items that You've got to promise me you'll take good care of whatever I sell you. Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out. Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads. Always traveling. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions.
The spirits will show me the future when it is time for me to see it.
Well, I'm sure the spirits can guide you much better than I. Of course, I'm kidding. The spirits are all fine and well, but the world is constantly renewing itself.
Must you always speak in riddles?
I speak clearly.
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations. How are we supposed to fight this?
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
It must be done, blacksmith. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me.
You think you're some type of hero, here to save us all? The dead will feast on your bones as easily as they will ours.
Sorry, the ferry to Wortham isn't running. Can't take anyone anywhere with all that's happening around here. It's not safe.
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really should. No one round here appreciates the work I put into acquiring these fine wares. It's not easy, I can tell you that.
This gate is locked by order of the captain.
Alright, friends. I'm sorry.
They suffer, blacksmith. Aid us.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hedrig, help me.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
I need your assistance, Hedrig. I search for the crown of Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
I wish to hear more of your grandfather. He served King Leoric?
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Chaldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
It takes strength to stand against the dark. Thank you for your grandfather's sacrifice.